Max and min functions are just taking the maximum value or minimum values only, okay, for a particular column. Let's see how we can implement those things. Okay, see here. Okay, so maximum function in this, just instead of you need to pass it. So which column related, okay, what value you want to display it, that just you have to write it, that's it. Okay. So here in this max, so in label, I want to show what is the maximum value of this particular column. Then what you need to write, you have to write the data source of that particular one. What is the data source for this particular table one, right? So this is the one. Okay. Table one. Okay. So table one, comma. So which column related you want a maximum value, that column name you have to pass it. Okay. Suppose, for example, if I'm passing, okay, what is the maximum customer number? This is the maximum customer number. Okay. So if you want, you can check it from the data source itself. Okay. Go to the OneDrive. Okay. From there, there is a customers table is there. In that customer table, customer number, and you come down, see this is the value. Okay. Whatever maximum value that it will return. See here, that only it will shows from in this app, right? So if I want to check the minimum value, same. Okay. So data source name, like what is the data source name? Like this is the one, right? Table one is the data source coming from the customer's name. Okay. From the customer table, we have the Power Apps will take the name as table one. Okay. The table one, comma. What is that column name? Just you need to pass it. That's it. What is the minimum value for that particular column, that it will shows and it will give the result. Understand clearly or not? This is how the max and min function, just you need to see how much value of that particular column. Okay. So then you have to use max or min functions. Maximum means whatever column you are mentioned in that particular column, what is the maximum value is there, that it will return. Not only this one. So max and min functions, on which type of columns these functions are applied. Either you can pass a numeric related column or decimal related column or date related. For date related columns also, this max and min functions are applied. Understand clearly or not? So for these two, that means for these three types of columns only, we can apply the max and min function. So for max and min functions, why I'm putting in the label? Because max and min functions are written as a single value, right? So if you want to show the single value related, then better to put here itself. Understand? If you want to show the single value means in the label itself, we need to take the label element. Okay. So in the text label element, I want to show that particular value, what it is there in that one, in that particular column. Okay. So that's the reason. So if you want to use the max and min functions in single value related, then better to take the text label element. In that, you just need to show that particular one. So in that, what you need to write it, you just need to write the function like a max of, just you need to write the table name, comma, column name. What is the column name is there? That column name you need to pass it. And before that function, you can add the text also. This is the text. This is the text. So this text need to append with that function. Okay. So if you want to combine the function as well as text means like this. In between those, you have to use ampersand. Must and should we have to use ampersand. Understand clearly or not? Ampersand we have to use it. And in that, whatever value it is there, that it will return here itself. Understand clearly or not? Okay. Any doubts in this one? These are the max and min functions are pending yesterday, right? So that will be discussing now. Okay. So next one is like mid function is completed, minute function and mod month function. Those are completed, right? What is the next function? Navigate. What is navigate function will do? This also we already discussed yesterday. Navigate function. Next one is new form. What is new form will do? That means, suppose for example, let me show you with example. Listen carefully. This is very important. Understand? So, suppose for example, I'm taking two screens. Okay. So in one screen itself, like a detail screen. Okay. In this detail screen, I'm taking a gallery. Okay. Gallery is the one. So in this gallery, which table data you want to load it, you can load it that. See here, I want to load the data of table one, customers related table. Okay. Which columns you want it to show? Those related columns only you can put it. Suppose, for example, I want to put these two columns. Okay. What is this one? Like agent name. Okay. But instead of customer number, I want to take the location for this particular one. Okay. Like this. So this is the detail screen. I'm taking another screen itself. In this screen itself, okay. In this screen, what I want to put it is, whichever value I'm selected in the detail screen, those related records, I want to show it in the form. Okay. That means I'm taking an edit form. See here, edit form. In this edit form itself, okay. So what data you need to pull it, you can pull the same table, and what columns are required for you, you have to choose those columns like first name, last name, location, agent name, and customer number. These columns are enough. Okay. So this is the what. So see here, sometimes layout need to be like one after the other. Then that means name here itself, the text box is it. So for that, I told you, I already explained you when we are discussing about the forms related. Okay. In previous class itself, in wherever we are discussing forms related, those, if you want to change the layout of this particular form, from vertical to, there are different layouts will be there. If I'm selecting horizontal, see here, immediately that it will comes here itself, right? So this is the one. Okay. Now what I want to do is, data is right now, the data is not showing, but my target is whichever I'm selected here, those related details I want to see it here. So for that, in this particular form itself, what you have to do, see here. So in the advanced, you want to fill whichever value you are selected in the detail screen, those related one data you want it, right? So if you want to load for that particular record data in the advanced of this form, you will have items. One second. Yeah. If you scroll down, there is an item is there. In this item, that means in detail screen, whatever value you are selected. That means in this particular form, you are loading the data source table. You are taking the column, but the values are not shown here. The values you have to mention in the under the advanced, there is an item properties there. In that item property, you have to write it. Whichever gallery you want to select it, that gallery name dot selected. Whenever you are mentioning like gallery one dot selected, that means in that particular screen, in detail screen, okay? So whichever gallery values you are selected, that related data only I want to show it here. That's the reason I'm writing the what gallery name is there available here, gallery one, that I am writing. Dot, whichever value you are selected, for that you have to use selected. Then see, then only the values are comes into this particular screen itself. Understand? Edit. Okay. So that means whatever value you are selected here, that related. So let's see with example. Let's play with here itself. So what I want to do is here itself, like I want to, in this icon, I'm writing navigate function. What is that? Navigate. Navigate to which screen I need to go? Like edit screen, right? That name you have to write it. Then automatically see here, whenever you suppose, for example, I'm clicking on this record. That means Andy campus. I click on this one. Then see here, Andy campus related details only it will show it. That means in the Andy campus related, what are all the columns are there? Those related records. For Andy campus agent name, what is the first name? Omar. What is the last name? Colado. What is the location? Brazil. What is the customer number? 2. Like this. That means if I want to display, that means not only this one, anything like suppose, for example, here I'm putting one more button here or icon. Better to go to the navigate from detail screen to edit screen, from edit screen to detail screen like this. So, right. See here, not right, left. In this one, what you have to do? You have to navigate, sorry, back function I'm using. Because definitely from that screen only I'm coming, right? That's the reason back function. What back function will do? It will go to the previous screen. From which screen we are getting? That screen only it will go. See here. Now I'm clicking on Mark Sedling. Okay, click on this one. Okay, those related details only it will display. If you click on this one again, if you click on any of this particular one, see here, like Mark Sidling UK related one, see those related records only it will display. Okay, so see here, that means in the detail screen, whichever record is selected, that related details it will shows here itself in the edit screen. But if after loading, that means which related in edit screen, what are the elements you are taken? Form. Which form it is? Edit form, because you need to modify it, right? That's the reason edit form. In edit form, you just need to load the data source and which columns you required it. You can take those columns, but the data is not coming. When the data is coming means in that form itself, go to the advanced, under that there is an item property is there. Under the item property, you have to give this one. That means in detail screen under gallery one name, name, the gallery name is gallery 1. In that gallery, whichever value you are selected, that related record only I want to show it. That you need to write it here. Gallery 1 dot selected, because the in detail screen, what is the gallery name? Gallery 1. That name dot selected. Whichever value you are selected, that related, right? So that's the reason I am selected here. Then that record, the data is displaying in this particular edit form. Understand clearly? Now, see here. In the same screen itself, that means in edit screen itself, okay, what I want to do, in detail screen, I am putting one more icon here. What is that icon means? Add. I'm putting add icon here. So whenever I'm putting add icon here, see here, this is an add icon. So whenever I'm clicking on this particular icon, what I need to do is it will go to this particular screen. In this screen, whatever values are there in the text box, all the values need to be cleared. That means there is no values in all the text boxes. That means empty text boxes will be there for that one. That means whenever you click on this particular one, the new record, that means you need to enter manually in the text box. But right now in the edit screen itself, whichever you are selected in the gallery, those related record values, you can see it in the each and every text box. But what I want to do is, whenever I'm clicking on this particular icon, okay, it will go to the edit screen. But in the edit screen, each and every text box, whatever it is valued, that will be erased. That means in the text box, empty values will be there. That means what my target is, whatever the form 1 is there, that form 1, you by default values will be there. The same form 1, I need to change it to all the text boxes need to be empty. That means no values in that particular text boxes, no values are there in that particular form. That means you need to edit the particular form. That means if you want to create a new form, that means whenever you are whenever you are filling an application in that, so whenever their bank or somewhat any application in that, the respective text boxes doesn't have any value, right? That means new form, that is the form, you have to fill it and you have to submit it, right? Okay, so that means what will happen here, it is like if I want to, in the same edit screen itself, whatever form values are showing in the text boxes, those form values I want to clear it. Then you have to use a function called new form. What is that? New form. What is that? New form. Whenever you click on, whenever you are applying a new form function, what will happen? It will go to this particular form itself. Where is the form? Form name is form 1. It will come to the form 1, and in the form 1, whichever text boxes are there, all the text boxes values are cleared. That means it will show the empty for each and every text box. Understand? So if you want to do it, you have to apply the function called new form. Let's see how I'm applying this one. First, I will navigate. I want to navigate to which screen? Edit screen. Okay. Because when I click on this one, it will go to that particular screen. First, it will go to that particular screen. That's the reason I'm applying navigate and the screen name. Okay, whenever I apply that one, it will go to that particular screen. After going that means in this formula bar, we can apply multiple functions also. We can apply multiple functions, but each and every function, that means in between the functions, you have to use, must and should, you have to use semicolon. Understand? That means the meaning of semicolon is first this function will operate it, and after that another function will be executed. Understand? The meaning of this one is first function, whatever it is there before, this will be executed first. And so with this function, what operation will do it, and the next function is trying to execute it. Understand? So that means in the single formula bar, up to now you are using one functions only, but you can use multiple functions. But in between the functions, must and should you have to use semicolon. Semicolon is the separator for two different functions. That means this will tell you like first one after the other functions will execute and show the operation. Understand? What I need to do when I click on this one, it will navigate to that particular screen. And after that, I want to apply the new form function. What is that? New form function. In the new form, whatever the script, whatever form name is there, that form name you have to write it. What is the form name in the edit screen? That form name you need to write it. What is the form name here? Form 1, right? See here. Just I'm mentioning. Then what will happen here? Just I'm mentioning the form name. It will go to the edit screen. But in the edit screen, what will happen? Each and every text box values are there. Now, when I click on this particular one, it will go to that particular edit screen. In that edit screen, whatever form text box values are there, all the values are cleared. Okay, let's play the application. See here, it will go to this particular screen. See here, in each and every text box, the values are clear. That it is called as new form. New form means like whatever in the form, whatever values are there in the text boxes, those values are cleared. That means it will show the empty. That means you can give your own values. Again, for each and every column values, you can give your own value. So for that, these text boxes will be cleared. Understand clearly or not? Okay, this is about the new form. That means if any form you want to clear the text boxes newly, then you have to apply the function called new form. Okay, is it clear? That means in this new form is very important, because whenever you are creating a default canvas app, you are created a default canvas app, right? So whenever you have created a default canvas app, in that the three screens are created: browse screen, detail screen, edit screen. So in edit screen, see here, this is a form. Okay, edit form is there. So but in browse screen, whenever you click on this plus button, automatically it will go to that particular edit screen. In each and every cell value, it is like empty, and you have to fill again. You have to give the new values to that particular one and submit the values to the data source itself. Understand? This is what you are doing, right? So because of new form only, these text boxes will be cleared. Understand clearly or not? So whenever you want to use a new form, that means whatever the edit form is there, not display form, edit form is there. In that edit form, whatever text boxes are there, those text boxes values are cleared. That means it will show the empty for all the column values. Understand clearly or not? This is, for this purpose, we have to use new form function. Okay. That means it is not creating. When you click on this particular one, when you click on this particular icon itself, it is not creating a new screen. We cannot create any new screen in the screen itself. That means it will go to the edit screen. In the edit screen, whatever edit form is there, those edit form text boxes are cleared. That means in one form itself, we can do multiple operations, right? Okay, so that's the reason. No need to create a new screen. Just in the form, in that particular form itself, see, you can apply the new form function. That edit form will values are converted into empty in each and every text boxes. Understand clearly or not? This is about new form. Next one is notify. What is notify function will do? Notify function means it will just show the pop-up message. Okay. If you want to show a pop-up message, then we have to use a function called notify. What is that? Notify. If I want to show any pop-up message, then we have to use a function called notify. Suppose, for example, see here. So here, suppose in this one, when I click on this one, it will go to the form and edit form and the new form. That means the edit form related text boxes are clear. If this is done, then I'm writing, see here, one more function here. Put a semicolon and notify function. This notify. In the double quotes, you have to enter any text value. Okay. That means I'm writing like a successfully new form is opened. Like this, I'm putting at this text. Now see, run this particular action. Now in this, when you click on the action of this element, then see immediately first it will go to that particular whatever in which order it is there, the same order all the functions will be executed one after the other. That means, see here, first when you click on this one, it will navigate to that particular screen and in each and every text boxes will be cleared. And this pop-up message is showing here. See, successfully new form is open. Understand? Notify means it just show the pop-up message like anything success or failure or something, whatever message you want to show it. You just for showing a messages, you have to use a function called notify. Understand? So this notify function, you just need to call here itself. Like see in this one, you just need to call the function here in that function itself. You just need to mention any text inside the double quotes. That's it. Understand clearly or not? Any doubts in this one? Yeah. So this is how you can do it. Next function. Anyone having any doubts? Online team. Anyone? Okay. What is the next function? Next function is not. What is not? Function. See, not is a function. Like, see, you are mentioning not equal to, right? So instead of not equal to means how you can write it. Let's see, normal not equal to how you can apply it, and with not function how you can apply it. Let's see the results. See here. Suppose if you want to apply it, so there are so many options are there. Like okay, so leave it about all this one. Remove all these things because it is already completed, right? So see here. Now, not. How you can write not equal to in Power Apps? Let's see. Okay. Suppose, for example, one second. So if of what columns, like, so on a particular column. Suppose, for example, if customer number column, not in customer number column, there are different values are there. Not equal to 8. Then how you can write not equal to operator means immediate less than, immediate greater than is called as not equal. Okay. This is what not equal to function we can apply it. Not equal to means immediate less than, immediate greater than. So here the customer number is 5. Okay. If customer number not equal to 5, then it is displaying like not 5 or else 5, right? In if condition, I am writing like this. Okay. In if condition, I'm writing this one. So if customer number not equal to 5, is that 5 is there? Oh, 5 is not there. So better to take the next, the related one. Suppose 7. Why I'm giving in the double quotes? Because the customer number column is in text data type. If the value is in text data type, customer number column is in text data type means you have to give the static value in the double quotes only. Okay. If it is a numeric or decimal value, directly you can give it. Understand? So here, that means, see here, not 7. Okay. If it is not in the customer number column, so if first it will check each and every value whether it is 7 or not. If it is not 7, then 1 not equal to 7, right? Is it true? Right? It is true. Then it will display not 7. For this one also display not 7. This one, this one, this one, this one. For this one is equal to 7. Whenever it is equal to 7, that means this condition is not satisfied. Okay. Whenever 7 not equal to 7, whenever this particular condition is there, in this one, this condition is not satisfied. If this condition is not satisfied, what value it will return? 7. Understand or not? Okay. Let's see. I will show you. What column? That column you need to pick it from there. See here. See. So for this particular one only 7. Remaining all values are not 7, not 7, not 7. Understand or not? Okay. This is not equal to 7. So in place of this, even not function is also there. What not function will do? That means if suppose first you have to write a logical condition with equal to. Okay. That means customer number is equal to 7. So for this particular condition, you can apply not function. Then it will take it as not equal to. Okay. This is the main. This is like inside the not function, you just need to write with equal to. That means logical test you need to write with equal to operator. Then whenever for this one, if I apply not function, that means the meaning of this one is not equal, not equal. Understand clearly or not? This is not equal. Okay. So most of the time in real time, okay, in real time, see here, the same result it is getting. Not equal to the, not equal to normal way, how you can write it, immediate less than greater than is called as not equal to. For that output, and whenever you apply a not function also, both are getting same. But in not function, you must and should need to write equal to value. With equal to value, you have to write it logical condition. And for that, you have to apply a not function. Then automatically, this function is treated as not equal to. But in real time, always we have to use in this format only. If it is not equal to means directly you can write it like this. Don't use not function. Understand? Don't use not function. Directly if you want to write any not equal to means immediate less than greater than. But you have to know what not function, right? That's the reason I've explained to you. Next one. Okay. Next one is now function. What now function will do? It will display current date and time. Now function will display current date and time. Okay. Understand? Let's see. See, most of the times now or today function, we have to put it in the elements like a label or something like that. Okay. Not in the data table. See. So actually, when you expand this column, you will see the time. So see, 7:40. Understand clearly or not? Date, current date, as well as time also it will be displayed. Now function always returns a current date and time. Remember, this is very important. Okay. So another function is also there, but that function will returns current date only. What is that function will returns? What that function is? Today function. Today function will returns current date. Now function will returns current date and time. Now function will returns current date and time. But today function will returns current date. Okay. Whenever that particular function will comes in that particular category, you will understand what today function it is. But now function always returns a current date and time. If you this most of the time this function we have to use it in the label element, because you want to show this current date and time in the label, then you have to take the data label element and apply the now function. That's it. Understand? Is it clear or not? This is about and category. And next one is or. See, if you want to write multiple conditions in if or switch functions, okay, in if or switch functions, okay, you can write multiple conditions, right? So let's see, okay, what are the multiple conditions we can write it here? Okay, suppose for example, okay, if customer number is equal to 8 and see here. So I want to write it, but still it is not completed. Don't worry. Listen carefully. If customer number is equal to 8, okay. If customer number is equal to 8, something it will return. Like suppose, for example, anything like either you can pass the column values, okay. And if it is customer number is equal to 8, some location column. What is that? Location column. Otherwise, what value it will comes um like a customer number only. Okay. See, I'm writing like this. So when this will works, that means if customer number is equal to 8 in the customer column, wherever customer number is equal to 8, for those related, the location value, what is the location value here? France will be displayed. Otherwise, same as it is customer number will. That means if not equal to 8 means if the customer number not equal to 8 means for all those customer numbers as it is, whatever customer number is there, that it will display. But whenever the customer number is equal to 8, for that France will be displayed. This is what my target it is. Okay. So see here, like suppose for example, see see here. Is it correct or not? Whenever it is, whenever the customer number is equal to 8, at that point of time, France name will be displayed. Otherwise, customer. Vijay, but for one column, it is not accepted numeric as well as character. But how it is possible to accept it? Because both the columns are in text data type. That's the reason that those are allowed here. If the data, if both the column data types are different, then immediately it will throw us an error here. But the customer number and the location column is in text data type. That's the reason it is accepted. Because in the I see in if whatever statements we can return, all the statements must and should be, these are the statements. Okay, whatever statements we can return here, these statements must and should be in the same data type. If it is same data type, it won't throw any error message. But if you are passing a different data type of values, immediately it will throw an error. Suppose here it is location, and here I want to display like this one, like one. Okay, then see. But this is also considered as a character. But if you are passing a different columns related, then immediately it will throw an error. So that's the reason always you have to pass the cat. So the written statement must and should be in the same data type. Understand? Whether it is any customer number or anything you can pass it. But whatever written statements are there, those written statement must and should be in the same data. Understand clearly or not? This is how if function. In if, so if this condition is satisfied, okay, then this statement, this related statement, it will return. If this condition is not satisfied, this statement will return. But here with one condition, here we can write only one condition. Vijay, can we write multiple conditions? Yes. Okay. How you can write multiple condition? You have to use two operators, either AND operator or you have to use OR operator. Understand? So, see here, and OR operator, how you can write it? AND means double ampersand. OR means two pipe symbols. Okay. So OR, see here, I'm applying OR function here. Okay. So see here, I want to write one more condition. What is that condition is here. The customer number is equal to 8 as well as OR. OR means shift plus above the enter button. Both you have to take it. Two pipe symbol. These we can call it as pipe symbols. This is an OR operator. Okay. So in the OR operator, what you have to do, suppose one more condition I need to write it. That means location is equal to UK and or another condition. What is that condition? Which column? Location column. Location is equal to, what is that value? Okay. That means what it will returns. Now, I will tell you, first of all, I will explain. So what is OR operator will do? That means if you write multiple conditions in if or switch functions, okay, if you write multiple conditions, in between the conditions, must and should you have to use either AND operator or OR operator here. Okay, so AND and OR operators means like you have to use OR means pipe symbols, AND means double ampersand. Understand? So what OR operator will do? That means if any of the one condition is satisfied, then the true statement will return. That means if this condition is satisfied, further this statement will return. If this condition is satisfied, for these related statement, it will return. Understand or not? That means in OR operator, how many conditions you write it? In all those conditions, if any one condition is satisfied, then true statement will return. Understand? So now what will happen? So here, customer number is equal to 8 and location is equal to UK. So first of all, we need to check this one. Is customer number is equal to 8? Yeah. So for this one, what is the location value? France value it is displaying. That means for this particular row, okay, this particular row, 8th row is there, right? For this row, what location value? France value it shows because this condition is satisfied. But location UK for that particular row, location is equal to UK is there. That means in this row, that means wherever the customer number is equal to 8, for the same rows, is the location is equal to UK? No. That means this condition is satisfied, but this condition is not satisfied. If one condition is satisfied in OR operator, then the true statement will return, right? So that means this is satisfied. This is not satisfied. Immediately, what location is there for 8? That will be displayed. That means France will be displayed. Understand? So next one. If customer number is equal to 8, only this it is there. Okay, that means this condition is not satisfied. But location is equal to UK is there or not? That means here it is there or not? Location is equal to UK is there. For that location UK, is that customer number is equal to 8? No. That means this condition is not satisfied. This condition is satisfied. Then what location value it is? UK. That means if any in that particular row, whichever particular condition is satisfied, that particular location column, what value is there in that particular row, that will be displayed. That means UK will be displayed. That means what values are displayed for customer number 8 and customer number 9. Okay, for those rows, France and UK values will be displayed. For remaining values of this one. So not only this one, see here UK, here also it is there. For this one, UK will be displayed. For this also, UK will be there. That means one condition is satisfied, but another condition is not satisfied. That means wherever UK is there, that means the location value is UK will be displayed. Understand? For this customer number 8, only the France will be displayed. Let's see how it will be executed. That means location is equal to UK for those rows. For all the rows, UK. For customer number is equal to 8. For all the rows, France will be displayed. For remaining rows, the customer number as it is value will be displayed. Understand clearly or not? Let's see. See here. See, here UK, here France, here are UK, here also UK. Because in these rows, any one condition is satisfied. So whenever the condition is satisfied, the location value will be displayed. If both the conditions are not satisfied in those particular rows, the customer number values will be displayed. Suppose, for example, see here, is that customer number is equal to 1? Is that customer number is equal to 1 condition is there? No. Is that location is equal to UK is there in this particular row? In the same row. Is there? No. That means if both the conditions are not satisfied. If both the conditions are not satisfied, what is the number it will be displayed? Customer number column, what value is there, that it will be displayed. What is the customer number value? 1. That means for that row, 1 value will be displayed. Next, coming to here. Okay. So in the second row, what is the customer number? 2. That means, is that customer number is equal to 8, something like that. Okay. See here. See here. So second one, is the customer number is equal to 8 here? No, this is not satisfied. And the next one is location is equal to present. See, both the conditions are not satisfied. If both the conditions are not satisfied, means what number? Customer number. What is the customer number for this row? 2 will be displayed. That's the reason. See here. First row it is 1, second row it is 2, third row. When it comes to here, what will happen? See, in the UK. See here. Is customer number is equal to 8? This condition is not satisfied. But location is equal to UK. This condition is satisfied. If, see, any of the condition, one condition is satisfied, the true statement will return. What is the location value there in that particular row? UK will be displayed. If both the conditions are satisfied, true statement only. If any one condition is satisfied, true statement. If both the conditions are failed, then false statement will return. Understand clearly enough that it is called as OR operator. Understand or not? So either you can use OR operator like this, or else we have to use a function called OR function. What is that? OR function. See here, inside the OR function, whatever conditions are there, you just need to give in between the condition, you just need to put comma here. See here, in that one, just condition, comma, another condition. If both the conditions, you need to write it in a OR function itself. Okay. So if you want to write another condition, you can put another condition there itself. Understand clearly or not? So, but here also it is very difficult to write a function. It is very difficult. Instead of that one, better to use directly that function itself. Directly, we can use OR operator like this. Understand? Both OR function as well as these symbols, pipe symbols. These pipe symbols both are getting same results only. But most of the times we have to use this one. Simply write. No need to put OR function inside the bracket. You have to write the conditions, comma, one, comma, another one. Understand? But here in OR function, you can write multiple conditions. There is no restriction. But in pipe symbols also, you can write multiple conditions like this. Put multiple condition, you can write another operator. Okay. Agent name like this. You can write another operator. You can write multiple conditions by using these symbols. Okay. These pipe symbols. Understand? There is no restriction here itself. Understand clearly or not? This is about OR function. OR means if any one condition is satisfied, in how many conditions you can write it, it will check any of the condition is satisfied or not. If any of the condition is satisfied, then true statement will return. If all the conditions are satisfied, then also true statement will return. If both the conditions are failed, in that particular case itself, false statement will return. Understand clearly or not? This is about OR function. So most of the time, these OR functions are used in if function or switch functions. These functions are used in, these are logical operators. Okay. What are logical operators? And are not. Okay. And and if switch is our logical operators. Okay. So whenever you are using an in between the conditions, If you want to use a logical operator and or, okay, you have to use like this. Okay, is it clear? So what about and? Okay, I will tell you tomorrow. And is also similar like that, but in and both the conditions must and should be satisfied. Okay, in and both the conditions must and should be satisfied. Then only true statement will return. Otherwise, false statement will return. Understand? If both the conditions are failed, means false statement only. If any one condition failed, false statement only. If both the conditions are satisfied, then only true statement. In AND operator, not in OR. Tomorrow I will tell you what is AND function. Okay. I already explained to you, but once again I will explain you. Okay. So we can stop it here. And after this, tomorrow we need to discuss about patch function. Very, 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 very important entry question. Okay, patch, what we need to do and everything. Okay. So after that, tomorrow we need to discuss P and R. Okay. After this, only few things are pending. STUV. Okay. So once it is completed, whichever functions are important, those we need to discuss it again because functions are very important. Remaining all the things you can easily handle. Only the functions it is difficult. Understand? I already okay. Okay. Up to which part I shared A, B, C, D. In the E part, exit function is there. E, F, G. Okay. I will share it. Okay, Kundan. Okay. So whatever functions I shared it, those notes you understand, right, Kundan? Kundan, whatever the category of functions I shared it, those functions you understand, right? Those documents in the document you will understand, right? You are able to do that one, right? By see everyone, by seeing the my document, are you able to do all the things? Are you able to practice all the functions or not? Can you please confirm it, Prabhavati, Achyut, anyone? Like Kundan, whatever document I share it is a document you guys will understand or not? Okay, okay. Thank you guys. Because if any document, if any part you didn't understand, let me know. In normal English language only, I'm preparing the document. That would be very, very useful for you. Where you need to do. Suppose you don't know anything. By seeing the document, you will understand what you need to do and everything. Okay. So, so remaining functions categories also, I will share it one by one. Next one is F, G, H, like that. Three categories. Because at a time you cannot practice all these things, right? That's the reason. Categories wise, we will send it. Okay. So we can stop it here. And anyone having any doubts? Okay.